That's last week. That is not good.
How do you ride your bike more? I've been asked this week, and it's definitely something that I want to talk about, because at the minute, like, if you look at my Strava the last couple of weeks, I've rarely been out. I've probably only been out twice, and there are lots of factors that kind of come into that, and I just want to talk about it. So I think there's so many different things. So having a full-time job, having kids. I mean, I don't have kids, but if you've got kids, if the weather's bad, there are so many different reasons for not riding your bike. And I think it's easy to, once you stop riding your bike, it's easy to get into that lull of like not doing it for a week, and then a couple of weeks, and a month. And I think the first thing that you can do is not be hard on yourself. Realise that we aren't professional cyclists. Like, we don't get paid to do this all day every day, and it's a hobby. It's meant to be fun. And when you're forcing yourself to go out, I just feel like then that's when it stops becoming fun. So that's the first thing. Just don't be hard on yourself. The second thing is your priorities. If you want to get out on your bike and you know it's something that's going to make you happy and you want to get out, you have to make it a priority. So for me, these last couple of weeks, other things have taken priority. I've been doing loads of stuff on the computer. I've been having I've just had a lot other things that have had to take priority the last couple of weeks, and that's why I've not been out so much. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you have to be honest with yourself and realise that those priorities have come ahead of riding your bike. And if you want to ride your bike, you have to make it a priority. And to make it a priority, you need to do a couple of things. So you need to plan ahead. You need to plan when you get a little bit of time that you can spend on the bike. Because I know for me, I say, I work weekends, I work late sometimes, and it's easy for me just to be like, oh, well, it's because I work these hours, I can't really do that. And the reality is, I could if I planned better and got up earlier, or didn't watch TV for an hour. I could be out on the bike. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you have to be honest with yourself and make time to be able to do the things that you want to do. So yeah, prioritize, plan ahead. Because I know sometimes for me, I feel like if I'm not going to go out on a 100k bike ride, I say 100k, I don't mean 100k, I mean like if I'm not going to go out and do 4 hours on the bike, or I guess that is 100k in it, but you know what I mean? Like, if I'm not going to go out and do 30, 40k, what's the point? And it's such a ridiculous mentality to have, because if you did 10k 5 times a week, that's 50k. So don't feel like you have to go out and just do this massive, massive bike ride, because you don't. Just go and do a little bit each day. So that's the other tip, is plan ahead. And the last thing is, if you really don't have, like you're saying, you don't have the time, or look into why you are feeling that, because it is just a priority at the end of the day. You need to get back into it. And sometimes the easiest way to do that is if you've got a group of people around you that are also cycling. So set things up with your friends. Be like, right, once a week or once every 2 weeks, we're going to go out on a weekend, on a Saturday afternoon or a Thursday night, whenever it is, and we're going to go out and ride. So once you've made that kind of commitment to somebody, it's much harder to pull out of. So that's another thing that you can do. And the other thing is, it doesn't always necessarily have to be cycling. I know the video is like, how to ride more with a full-time job, but maybe cycling, I mean, I think cycling is the best thing for everybody, but I feel like maybe mix it up a little bit more. So in winter, when I can't get out as much on the bike because it's icy or it's snowy, I tend to run a lot more, so I do a lot of trail running. So maybe you could fit that into your schedule and then come back to cycling in summer when, when you've got longer, like light hours, daylight hours. So maybe that's something that you could do. But I think the overall take home of this is, don't be hard on yourself, but you have to make it priority. If it is something that you want to do, then why aren't you doing it? Ask yourself, why am I not doing it? What is getting in the way? And it's all right to say, yes, I've got kids, I've got a full-time job. But I think it's really important to be able to have like an hour, even if it's an hour to yourself. And yes, it's easy for me to say this because I don't have kids, but that's the choice I've made, that I'd rather get out and do that. But that's not going to help you if you have kids already. So yeah, just try and get like as long as you can to to be able to go out and do that. Or if not, take your kids with you. Make it a family thing, make it a family event. Get them bikes, go on a little trail path, go on. There's so many nice parks and stuff that you can get out on. But I'd say they're like the best tips, and I know I need to get back into it. Oh, and also if you haven't, if you're not able to get, this is another tip that I did mean to say, Zwift, get an indoor trainer. Like if you can't go out for massive periods of time and you've got a family, start by doing it on a trainer indoors with them. Have half an hour here and there is way better than nothing at all. So maybe just do that, So I think if you've got any tips or any suggestions that could help someone get out of the rut that they've not been riding for a while, then post them in the comments below. And I think that is pretty much it for today, so I will see you next video.